Cyclops, the first generation of giants and their advanced technology, as per ancient Greek texts. One of the most famous is this one. The Cyclops called Polyphemus, and he was supposedly blinded by Ulysses. The first generation of Cyclops of Greek mythology were Vrontis, Argis, and Steropis, the gigantic children of Gaia, Mother Earth, and Heaven. Each of them, as well as their descendants, had only one eye located exactly in the middle of their foreheads. So is Cyclops Polyphemus, who we know from the Odyssey, who, of course, Ulysses did away with, but is considered the son of Poseidon. Many interpretations have been given by modern scholars for this one and only eye in the middle of the forehead, from simple genetic anomaly to that it could represent the so-called third eye, but that as it may, the Cyclops seemed to have possessed great strength of hand and mind, as well as knowledge that terrified their father Poseidon. So heaven decided to throw them into Tartarus, the lower region of the underworld. So goes the legend. Mother Earth, Gaia, and her children realized that they must work together to fight their ruthless father. It was obvious that Uranus hated his Poseidon hated his direct descendants, or that something was threatened, so he hid them in the deepest underground pits. Mother Earth appealed to her other sons for revenge. The Titan Saturn answered and called the call, and with the help of other titans released the Cyclops to help them drop Poseidon. And she then took a sickle and cut off his genitals. When Saturn came to power and the Cyclops came to power, the Titans seem to have been afraid of the exact same thing that frightened Poseidon, their father. He did not trust the Cyclops and therefore took care to lock them up again in Tartarus. The son of Saturn, Zeus, ran to Tartarus to free the imprisoned giants. He then found them, when he found them, he promised to get them out of the underground prison on the condition that they work for him, making and forging lightning bolts for him. They accepted, or according to another version, because he freed them, they gave him the weapon of the lightning bolt of Zeus. What we immediately see is that the Cyclops, although terrifying in appearance, must have been extremely powerful in know-how and in the construction of technology, which we may not be able to calculate. Also, based on various authors who describe them in their own way, we should conclude that they were also brilliant craftsmen as well as excellent builders. It's widely known, as most mythologies always present various alternative versions of their stories in terms of form and content. For example, in the version that Homer gives us, the Cyclops lived without laws and were mainly engaged in agriculture and animal husbandry. Later, other writers refer to them as rude, strong, and stubborn, while others refer to them as Hephaestus craftsmen as well as skilled builders. The famous Cyclopean walls, such as the massive fortifications of the ancient Greek cities of Argos, which is near Sparta, and Mycene, again, and Tiryns in the area near Sparta in the Peloponnese, are said to be the great legacy they left us, among many other structures also attributed to the Cyclops. But they did not just move huge blocks weighing several tons to level them on top of others and build with great precision. They are characterized as skilled blacksmiths and probably connoisseurs of electricity and the energies of nature, as the Cyclops contributed to the construction of remarkable weapons for the gods. First, they created the terrible thunderbolt for Zeus, the most powerful god of the Olympian pantheon, the Olympian gods. It was what the god of gods and men managed to win the war against the Titans with. They used the lightning bolt of Zeus. In today's terminology, we could describe it as a weapon that fired a death ray, a powerful laser beam. Now, among the Cyclops, many other achievements that stand out as special technology was the helmet of Hades, which made anyone who wore it invisible. Also, the trident of the god Poseidon, with which he tamed the sea and waves. And finally, a very special weapon was the bow with arrows of the goddess Artemis. If we did not see the technology of the Cyclops in the sterile light of the academies, but under the theory that they really existed and that they really built what is mentioned in the myths, then the conclusion will shock us. The Cyclops knew very well not only the art of blacksmithing or building not only electricity but also molecular structure to be able to make a helmet of invisibility. They could move tons of boulders, not necessarily by hand alone, but by anti-gravity methods based on electromagnetism, an extension of the knowledge of electricity. And from there you realize the kind of technological knowledge and capabilities the Cyclops possessed. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.